Chapter 34. And Yahuwah said unto Moshe, Hew you 2 sapphire stones like unto the first, and I will write upon these sapphires the words that were in the first sapphires which you broke. And be ready in the booker, and come up in the booker unto Mount Sinai, and present yourself there to me in the top of the mount. And no man shall come up with you, neither let any man be seen throughout all the mount, neither let the flocks nor herds feed before that mount. And he hewed 2 sapphire stones like unto the first. And Moshe rose up early in the booker, and went up unto Mount Sinai, as Yahuwah had commanded him, and took in his hands the 2 sapphire stones. And Yahuwah descended in the cloud, and stood with him there, and proclaimed the name of Yahuwah. And Yahuwah passed by before him, and proclaimed Yahuwah, Yahuwah all, merciful and gracious, long-suffering and abundant in goodness and truth, keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, and upon the children's children, unto the 3rd and 4th generation. And Moshe made haste, and bowed his head toward the earth, and worshipped. And he said, If now I have found grace in your sight, O Adonai, let my Adonai, I pray you, go among us. For it is a stiff-necked people, and pardon our iniquity and our sin, and take us for your inheritance. And he said, Behold, I cut a covenant before all your people. I will do wonders, such as have not been done in all the earth, nor any nation. And all the people among which you are shall see the work of Yahuwah. For it is a terrible thing that I will do with you. Guard that which I command you this day. Behold, I drive out before you the Amoree, the Canaanite, the Hittite, and the Perizzite, the Hivite, and the Jebusite. Take heed to yourself, lest you cut a covenant with the inhabitants of the land whither you go, lest it be for a snare in the midst of you. But ye shall destroy their altars, break their images, and cut down their Asherah poles. For you shall worship no other all, for Yahuwah Kanah is my name. He is a jealous all. Lest you cut a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go whoring after their Elohim, and do sacrifice unto their Elohim, and one call you, and you eat of his sacrifice, and take of their daughters unto your sons, and their daughters go a whoring after their Elohim, and make your sons go a whoring after their Elohim. You shall make no molten Elohim. The feast of Matzah shall you guard. 7 days shall you eat Matzah, as I commanded you in the time of the month of Abib. For in the month of Abib you came out from Mitzrayim. All that opens the womb is mine, and every firstling among your cattle, whether ox or sheep, that is male. But the firstling of an ass you shall redeem with a lamb. And if you redeem him not, then shall you break his neck. All the firstborn of your sons you shall redeem, and none shall appear before me empty. 6 days you shall work, but on the 7th day you shall rest. In earing time and in harvest you shall rest. And you shall observe the feast of Katsur, of the first fruits of wheat harvest, and the feast of Asif at the year's end. Thrice in the year shall all your men children appear before Adonai Yahuwah, the Eluah of Yashrael. For I will cast out the nations before you, and enlarge your borders. Neither shall any man desire your land, when you shall go up to appear before Yahuwah Eluah thrice in the year. You shall not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leaven, neither shall the sacrifice of the feast of the Pesach be left unto the booker. The first of the first fruits of your land you shall bring into the house of Yahuwah Eluah. You shall not seethe the kid in his mother's milk. And Yahuwah said unto Moshe, Write these words, for after the tenor of these words I have cut a covenant with you and with Yashrael. And he was there with Yahuwah 40 days and 40 nights. He did neither eat bread nor drink water. And he wrote upon the sapphires the words of the covenant, the 10 Debarim. And it came to pass, when Moshe came down from Mount Sinai with the 2 sapphires of testimony in Moshe's hand, when he came down from the mount, that Moshe knew not that the skin of his face shone when he talked with him. And when Aaron and all the children of Yashrael saw Moshe, behold, the skin of his face shone, and they were afraid to come nigh him. And Moshe called unto them, and Aaron and all the rulers of the assembly returned unto him, and Moshe talked with them. And afterward all the children of Yashrael came nigh, and he gave them in commandment all that Yahuwah had spoken with him in Mount Sinai. Until Moshe had done speaking with him, He put a veil on his face. But when Moshe went in before Yahuwah to speak with him, he took the veil off until he came out. And he came out and he spoke unto the children of Yasharal, which he was commanded. And the children of Yasharal saw the face of Moshe, that the skin of Moshe's face shone. And Moshe put the veil upon his face again, until he went in to speak with him.